Okay, I'm going to try to show you how to play Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins. On the recorded version, it's the instruments are tuned down by half a step, but I'm going to show it in standard tuning, so we're going to play it as if it's in the key of G. In the key of G, there are 7 chords that are typically found in that key: G, A minor, B minor, C, D dominant 7th, E minor, and F sharp diminished. And we're going to use most of those chords, but we're going to use some altered variations of some of those chords. I'm going to have to go pretty quickly because I think there's a limited time I can have for videos. So we're going to go straight in there. So we start with the G chord. And then the next chord we're going to play is a G with an F sharp in the bass. So instead of playing the G note on your bottom E string, you're going to play an F sharp, okay? I got a little chord diagram for that. So that looks like this one here, okay? Can you see that? Right? Okay, so you're like. Then we're going to go into an E minor chord, pretty standard, and then we're going to play a C add 9 chord, which is like a C chord, but with the 9th scale degree tone in the chord as well. So you've got, if you start from C, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're playing that D there. Okay, chord diagram, here we go, looks like this. So it's like a standard C chord, but you're playing that E note on, that D note on the B string. Okay, so from the top it goes like this. Okay, after that we've got a sequence of 3 chords, which also the same sequence shows up in the chorus section. So we're starting with that C add 9 chord. Then we're playing a G with a B in the bass. Okay, so that's kind of like this chord here. So it's like a standard G chord, except we're not playing the bottom E string, so the bass tone is actually the B on the A string, so that's like this. Okay, so that goes like, and then the next chord is, what's the next chord? The next chord is a D suspended 2nd chord. So that's like a normal D chord, except you're playing the, instead of playing the F sharp, which would be the major 3rd, you're going to take your finger off and just play an open E, which is the major 2nd scale degree. So it's like if you're going from D to, and the next tone is an E, so that's the 2nd tone in the scale of D. So that's going like this. Okay, and then after that we've got an arpeggiated sequence, which is basically playing a G chord, individual notes as an open chord, but the bass note's changing. So the first, the bass note is going to be a C on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then we're going to play open notes from the G chord. Okay, and that repeats. I've got a little bit of tab here to explain that. So we got the C note, which is on the 3rd fret there, then the open stringers on the B and the G chord, and that repeats. And then the bass note changes to the D, which is on the 5th fret of the A string, so we're going like this. Okay, and that takes us into the verse. The first verse starts with that arpeggiated sequence like that, and then actually later on in the verse, the bass note changes slightly, so it moves up to the 7th fret on the A string, which is an E, and then to the 10th fret on the A string, which is a G. So it's going like this. And then we've got a pre-chorus section, which is consisting of 4 chords. So the first one is a G. The next one is a, you're going to love this name, it's called a G sus4 / F sharp. So that's a D suspended 4 chord with an F sharp in the bass. So as before, we've got a regular D chord, but we're going to add the 4th tone in the scale rather than the 3rd tone. So instead of playing the F sharp, which is a major 3rd, we're going to play a perfect 4th instead. So we're just going to put our little finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, which makes a G, so it sounds like this. So that's a D suspended 4 chord. Okay, but we've also got an F sharp in the bass. So there's 2 ways you can do this. Either you can put your thumb over the fretboard like this, over the top, and play the F sharp on the bottom E string, like that. So we've got, or how I prefer to play it is to put my index finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, like this. Okay, that's just got a little chord diagram for you here. So that's this one here. Okay, so we've got these notes here. So you've got the F sharp, then the open strings, then this note here, which is an A on the 2nd fret there, and like this. Okay, so that goes like this, and then goes to the E minor chord. It's a normal E minor chord. So the bass is like going as the chords are playing. So it's, then we've got an A minor chord, then a C chord, and I think he puts his little finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, making a G there. The G is actually in the C chord anyway, so it goes like this. And that's most of the song actually, just with that part there. The 2nd verse starts with that. Oh, actually, we got a chorus too. I forgot to mention the chorus. Yeah, after the 1st verse, there's a chorus. So there was we got you got your arpeggiated sequence. So we got that bit. Then we got the pre-chorus, which goes like this. Is using the 3 chord sequence that we had before, which is a C at 9, G with a B in the bass, and a D suspended 2nd chord. So he does that 3 times, and then after the 3rd time we got a couple of other chords, and then we've got an E minor chord, but we've got some palm muting there, and then an A suspended 2nd chord. Okay, so it's like a normal A chord, but you've got an open B rather than your C sharp there. So. Okay, second verse kicks in with the intro chord sequence rather than straight into the arpeggiated section, so that's going like a. After that we got the arpeggiated sequence, following that we got the pre-chorus again, then the chorus, and after the chorus we've got a bridge, but the bridge section is actually still using those same chords from the intro. So that's that's pretty much it, and I think my time is almost done for this video. So I went through that pretty quickly, but you can always rewind and stuff, and if you've got any questions about the theoretical side, which I kind of went through very quickly, I might do another video about chords and scales and stuff. Alright, thanks.